Hello and welcome to another beautiful morning. Unfortunately, I didn't lock the chair. So, today I want to talk about experience and if it's ethical to lie on your CV. If you know that you can do a job but you don't have experience in that job, can you just lie? And the short answer is no, but the long answer is maybe, because employers sometimes lie to you quite a bit. Like a lot of jobs that I had, what they said to me was not really what was going on in the actual job. So they are lying as well. So it's a dilemma about a cat and mouse where who's gonna who's gonna lie first or who's gonna lie the most. But I think as long as that's the long winded answer, as long as you know how to do that thing, but you don't have real work experience, as in noted experience, as you don't have employment in that area, but you know exactly how to do those things because, I don't know, you helped a friend once, or you did some training, or you had some adjacent work that was very, very similar. Can you just, the adjacent work, like for instance, let's say you were installing scaffolding and then you want to go for a job that has to do with making the same scaffolding but for almost the same scaffolding but for stages, and basically it's 10% difference in terms of technical abilities because it's just screws and bolts and things like that. So, but if you say you did scaffolding, then you are way less likely to get employed. But if you say like you instead of scaffolding, you say you did stages, then yeah, and it doesn't it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out the differences in just watching a video. As in you get even the information that you need, you have access to it to make to bridge the gap between scaffolding and, I think they are called scaffolding, the things that you put on the building to uh, really to refresh the outside of a building. So renovate the outside of a building. I think that's kind of a half lie. It just gives you more chances. And I don't think the consequences are super, super bad in terms of you failing or not getting not like seeming like you are a liar or something like that. And I think if you really want that job, I think the employer will kind of appreciate it actually. Like after 2 months, you're gonna say to them like, "Look, I kind of lied on the CV." They're gonna be like, "It's fine," because they already know that you've proven to them in 1 month or 2 months of working for them that you know how to do the job. So the lie turned into a truth in 2 months or even less in one day, like because you did all of the work beforehand, like right before you got employed, to really accommodate yourself with the things. And I think that sometimes the half lie of the that you do on your CV to get a job actually shows that you want the job quite a bit and you want to learn and you want to really get ahead in life. And I think that's very important for an employer to know that they have someone who's gonna like really try to get the job even though they're gonna try to find a way to find a workaround in order to get the job. And it's crucial because it shows initiative, it shows problem solving and creative solutions. Even though the creative solution in this case is fabricating a bit of a lie that it's, let's be honest, it's 10% of a lie, and you compensate by bridging the gap and watching the videos that you need, and also talking with some friends so that you can get the job. And I think that's a really good way of just getting a bit of a better job. And yeah, I saw a video actually about this, and the guy said like, no, you can just lie, because they're gonna lie to you as much as you lie to them. They're gonna tell you, oh, you're gonna get this, you're gonna have this, you're gonna that, and if you don't get it in writing, they're gonna not fulfill on their promises. So it's not really when they say, for instance, the guy was saying like, they're saying it's a fully remote job, and then a month in they ask you to come to the meetings twice to the offices twice a week. So they lied as well. They knew from the beginning, and they just got you in to work for them, saying to you that it is 100% remote, and then they just screwed you over. So they have no problem in lying to you. Why would you have a problem in lying? But they don't. Like, the thing is that they don't really discover that you did that, because it is, you are lying just about the experience, not the skills. Like, there are a lot of people who have a lot of skills, but they don't really have the right experience. Like, I have a lot of experience with lights, cameras, microphones, and systems, production systems, just because I made like 80 courses and filmed another 40 courses for other people. I've done photos at events, videos at events, and I published 500 videos on YouTube. So I have a lot of production and videography and photography skills, but I don't have anything to put on my CV, because the only thing they care about is employment in that area. They don't care about freelancing in that area, because it seems like you can fabricate that much easier. But what they should be caring about is skill, not about experience. Like, there is a bit of a difference between work experience and skill. Like, you can be a very skillful person but lack experience, just because you are so skillful that you don't need to work for someone else. You can work for yourself. I think that's more important. And just like that, another day is finished. I was just talking about the fact that I have a strategy for all my life. I set a goal every time, and I hit it at about 80%, which is not bad, because I know myself and I know that I'm going to do that. So I account for that. And I usually end up with a good result. But yesterday, it was the first time I actually hit the target that I set. I set a target for myself that I changed. I said I'm going to make 30 courses, but after I think 12, I said I'm going to do 23, because that's 6 months. I don't need 30. I actually need just 33. 23. And I did. I actually did, but I felt so much pressure and so much resistance in finishing and holding up that record of not really doing the all of it. And I was robbing myself of this feeling of fulfillment and joy. And I was afraid that if I didn't feel dissatisfied, that I didn't do exactly what I set out to do, I will not continue doing things, which is preposterous. Like, I'm more hyped to do things now than I ever was, because I hit the target and it felt amazing. I hit my goal and it felt amazing. I still have to do 12 intros, but those are just super easy to make. And yeah, it just takes one day to shoot them. I'm gonna do morning and afternoon to have the my voice not really suffer that much for speaking for her about 2 hours. But and repeating myself and things like that, because intros are like very intense. You have to focus on the exact words that you want to say and try to be in this kind of a mood and really emphasize. Emphasis is the key to all attention. So, and move your hands and be animatic, be animated. So you cannot really do this kind of conversational video. It's more of a hype thing. They don't really matter, but I like to do them that way because I think if someone gives it a chance, they will get to know me a bit better and see that I'm excited and I'm passionate and I'm really things that I should be, but sometimes I'm not. So let's talk a bit about the fact that sometimes you might not feel passion for the things that you are doing, but the world expects you to have the passion for that. Because it's really, really difficult to be super, super excited and super passionate when you don't really get the results that you want. Like it's super easy to be excited and do so many nice things when you have all the results in the world and you have such great feedback from the world that what you are doing is great. But when you don't have it, if you took that away from some a lot, I think more than 50% of successful people, if you take them the results, the outside world results, if you take them away, they will stop doing what they are doing. It will just stop because what's the point? What's the point to do something if you don't have the results? If you don't have the outside world results, you don't have the views, the success, the money, the everything. If you don't have it, then what's the point? And now that's a great question to ask. What's the point of doing things if you're not going to get outside returns? And the answer is different for everybody, but for me is living a life where I feel like I'm doing something that I like. And in order to go and do something that I like and feel good about what I do, I need to do quite a bit of it until I raise my level of skill so far above what I used to um, output that that's the point. I don't care about the views. I don't care about the subscribers. I don't care about the money. All I care about is, and I've proven it to myself, that all I care about and everything that makes me happy is the fact that I am doing what I set out to do and I've accomplished the things that I wanted to accomplish in terms of my own development, in terms of my own output, and using this camera and other cameras that I had so heavily until they break. I actually broke a camera recently for how much I used it, even though it was my newest camera. I broke it, and that was amazing. I felt amazing. It's in service now, so no problems there. Thank you for watching and see you tomorrow.